Ever felt love's betrayal, a dagger in the back? I did. My life, once intertwined with Carrie's in harmony, spiraled into chaos as she embraced her darkest desires, forsaking our vows. Divorce? Why would you want a divorce? Stop being an ass, Hank. This isn't funny, she scoffed, unable to see the depth of my pain. Her defiance, her betrayal, pushed me to a point of no return. You will have had the last sex with me on this vacation, she declared, marking the beginning of the end. She can be a slut to her heart's content. I don't care. I am done with her. This is my awakening. Enjoy watching it. 2 years back, my wife Carrie and I were in Jamaica. That place kicked off a big change for me. It was a dream trip for our 5th year together. Back then, I wasn't doing as well as now, so we poured all we had into this vacation. But it was worth it for our anniversary. I'd do anything to see Carrie happy. She loved smiling, and I loved making her smile. So Jamaica it was, no matter the cost. We hoped for 2 weeks of pure joy. Well, at least I did. Turns out my idea of joy was way different from Carrie's. That first night hit me hard, like a truck. Boom. We landed in the early PM, felt like morning to us. I was pumped, but Carrie was off the charts. She was buzzing, all excited. We hadn't been in our ocean view room 2 seconds before she was tearing at my clothes. She was wild, wilder than on our honeymoon. Carrie was on fire and I was loving it. You name it, we tried it. She was up for everything. Well, almost everything. But those couple of things? Never got them anyway. No biggie. 4 hours later, I was dead tired, wanting to sleep. But she was all about the beach. It was our anniversary, after all. My lady wants the beach, she gets the beach. I could hardly keep my eyes open, but she was buzzing. Then Carrie stepped out of the bathroom in the tiniest bikini ever. Seriously, it barely covered anything. I freaked. What? Carrie, you can't go out in that. It hides nothing. Carrie just laughed, said it was all good. She had looked it up. Yeah, sure. That's what Carrie did for work. Research, and she was really, really good at it. Me? I wasn't going to let her wear that thing out where everyone could see, and I told her that. Carrie got mad for a bit, then acted like I wasn't there. She put on a sheer little dress and picked up our beach stuff. You coming? She said, sounding mad. Hey, what's going on? I had to ask. Why would you go out in that? Just talk to me, please. Tell me what you're thinking. That's all I want, Carrie. Just talk to me. Right then, Carrie changed from mad to really happy. She gave me that smile of hers that could light up a room and said, We're not going to the regular beach, Hank. There's a different beach close by. A naked beach. We're gonna go there and have fun. Play some games. I'm gonna tease as many guys as I can and you're gonna watch. It'll be a blast. I've got a fancy degree in chemical engineering and some extras in finance and management. I'm not stupid. But all I could say was, what? Think about it, Hank. You get to see me showing off and, well, I might get a bit close with some guys and you'll get all fired up. Then we come back here and have the best time in bed. Yeah. So much for education when faced with real life. Do what now? Why would I want to watch you messing around with other guys? How does any of this lead to us having a great time together? We just had a good time. Well, no, Hank. That was okay. Not amazing. Are you kidding me? That was awesome, right? 4 hours. You're saying that wasn't enough? I looked at Carrie, totally confused. Carrie just looked at me, her head tilted. Babe, it was good. It's always good with you. But it wasn't amazing. I liked it, sure. I'll always like it. But right here, right now, I want it to be amazing. That means we need more people involved. Not right with us, but nearby. Something to make you a bit mad. Carrie, I'm lost. I don't get what you're after. What about all the stuff we planned? We spent months talking about what we'd do here. Carrie hadn't moved an inch while we talked. I don't want to do any of that, Hank. None. Look, I've really thought about my plan. You gotta trust me. I want to spend our time out of this room making you wild, super jealous, so much that you pull me back here and take charge. Really show me you're in charge. Not just Hank, but my man, Hank. Get it? No, I don't, Carrie. Where's this coming from? I'm not good enough that now you need some pretend Hank. What, like forcing you? What the heck? How'd you even think of this? Carrie just rolled her eyes. That's it, Hank. Plain Hank. I'm over plain Hank. I want exciting Hank. My plan will get me that. Oh? So Carrie, what if I don't want to be exciting Hank? What's your plan then? Well, you'll either go with it or not. I can't make you, Hank. But I'll tell you this. It's my way, or I'm out. What does that mean? Carrie just shrugged. I'm gonna do what I want, Hank. You're in, or you're not. If you don't play my game, Hank, you'll miss out. Carrie looked at me with a playful but serious eye. What do you mean? I couldn't help but laugh a bit. No more fun times in bed with me on this trip. My mouth dropped. Carrie, you're kidding, right? Please say yes. She shook her head. No joke, Hank. I mean it. This is my holiday too. I want to have a good time. Just here, just now. What we do here stays here. That's all I'm asking. Some fun. But what you think is fun isn't fun for me at all. It's the opposite. This is my holiday too. I don't want to spend it watching you mess around with others. Why bring this up now? I waited because I knew you'd say no if you knew earlier. Sandra was right. Sandra? The one who's been married and divorced 5 times because she cheated? That's Sandra? What she does is her thing, Hank, but she was right about you. I see it differently, Carrie. She made it our thing when she started filling your head with ideas. This trip is for us, for our anniversary. We saved up every dime for this. And here you are making it all about you, saying I have to play your game or nothing on our anniversary. That's how it's gotta be, Hank. It doesn't, Carrie. You could stop and think. Talk to me, not her, about what we both want here. I told you what I want, Hank, and maybe more. What do you mean by a little more, Carrie? I want to try being with other men. More than one. For sure, more than 2. Have sex? You want to sleep with other guys while we're here? Yes, and I want you there with me when I do it. I just laughed. This was too weird. No way, Carrie. Are you hearing yourself? You're saying you want to leave me for our special day, to be with other men. And you think I'll be okay with that? That I'll just watch? Are you out of your mind? All I'm hearing is that you want us to split up. Is that what you're trying to say? No, that's not it at all. I just want something new, that's all. Really? And what about me? Do I get to find something new too? No, she said strongly. This is just for me. What I want. Now you know. Hot wife, that's the word. It's going to happen, with or without you. But I'd rather you were there with me. I need you to be okay with it. To be honest, my mind just stopped working. So did my heart. And everything else. I couldn't believe it. You're really going to do this, aren't you? You're not joking? Yes, Hank. I'm not joking. I've wanted this for a long time. This is our chance. What happens here stays here. You still want to do this even though I'm not okay with it and it might end our marriage? Yes, Hank. So you're saying you're going to do it even if it means we're done. You know, I've heard about this hot wife thing. It's supposed to be okay only if the husband agrees. I didn't agree to this. So doing it now, especially on our anniversary, just shows you're not being true to me. It means you're not a hot wife. You're just cheating. Do this, Carrie, and we're done. That's what I think of your plan. I mean it as much as you do. I'm doing it, Hank. Stop being so whiny and selfish, she snapped back. Okay, then. At that moment, I got up and went over to my suitcase, tossing it on the bed. I grabbed some clean clothes and started putting them on. What are you doing, Hank? What does it look like? Getting dressed? Why aren't you putting on a swimsuit? It's simple, Carrie. I can't fly back in a swimsuit. Fly back? Why would you leave? Because I can't stand being with or married to someone who cheats. I can get cut off back home just as well. At least there, I can find a lawyer and start divorce talks. Divorce? Why would you want that? Stop it, Hank. This isn't funny. No, it isn't, Carrie. Nor is that hot wife nonsense you hit me with. Stay here. Have your fun with whoever. I don't care. I won't stick around to see it or hear about it. As far as I'm concerned, you don't want to be married to me anymore. So yes, divorce. Don't worry, Carrie. I'm sure Sandra has space for you when you're back. You can tell her all about your fun on our anniversary. I'll even drop off your stuff at her place right on her lawn. I don't want you to go, Hank. Come on, be fair. It's just some fun, that's all. We're on vacation. Yeah, right, I said, as I finished getting dressed. Fun for you while I watch the woman I love ruin my heart and soul, not caring about me at all while doing it. There's no fun in this for me, Carrie. None. I can't be with someone who cheats or wants to. I won't stay with someone who thinks this kind of thing on our anniversary is fun. Thanks, Carrie. You've shown me just how much you care. Guess I don't need that kind of love, I said. I lifted my suitcase from the bed with a quick pull. I'll text you about who my lawyer will be, I added. Then I left the room, walked out of the hotel, and found a cab waiting outside. In 30 minutes, I was at the airport. No luck, no flights back until the next day. No big deal. There was a nice bar right in the airport. I changed my ticket to the next morning. Now all I had to do was wait. My bag was already checked in. My phone kept buzzing with texts from Carrie, but I ignored them and walked around the airport. It was too early to start drinking. Or was it? Maybe I could drink now and sleep before my flight. Yeah, that's the plan, I said to myself. The bar wasn't crowded, so I easily found a table. After ordering my drink, I sat thinking about my marriage. Some might say I don't get it, that I don't care enough. But that's not true. I love Carrie more than anyone. Out of all the girls I've met, none caught my heart like she did. I met her in college, and I knew she was the one. I had to win her over. Carrie was very popular in college. A lot of guys wanted her attention, and they seemed better than me in every way. Better looking, more charming, richer, funnier. But I didn't give up. I hung in there longer than any of the other guys, and it paid off. Winning Carrie over was tough. Many others really wanted her too. It took 9 months, but somehow she chose me. I'm not totally sure why, but when she did, I went with it. I think I had something the others didn't. A clear plan for my future. My whole education was built around this plan. I knew exactly where I wanted to start my job, how I wanted to move up, and how to make it all happen. I was set on reaching the top no matter what. Carrie saw my drive, and maybe that's why she stuck by me. But no matter how busy I was, I made sure my work life didn't take away from our time together. I worked smart, so at home I could fully enjoy time with Carrie. Sure, there were times I had to stay late or travel for work, but most times Carrie could come along. We paid for her trip, but she stayed with me, which didn't cost extra. I always made sure Carrie was part of my work life as much as she wanted to be. My life wasn't just about me. It was about us both. I kept no secrets from her. And I thought she did the same, but she had her own secrets, not about me, but herself. I wish she had talked about all this before, saving us the money spent on this trip, some anniversary trip this turned out to be. I didn't even get to enjoy a simple sandwich on this wasted journey. As my drink arrived, I checked my phone for her texts. Carrie, this isn't funny, Hank. I just can't get what you're thinking, but you better come back. This ain't a joke. Carrie, where are you? Talk to me, darn it. You can't be real, can you? Are you really leaving us for this? Why? Come back, Hank. Let's chat more, please. Carrie, look, Hank. This is nothing big. I swear, it's no big deal. I'm not cheating on you. How can I be if you're right here with it all? I want you here with me. Please come back. Carrie, I'm at the naked beach. Come over. You'll like it here. There's lots to see and like. This will be way easier than I thought. I've had a few men come up to me already, Hank. Join me. Quit messing. Without you, it's not fun for me. Carrie, act that way then. Don't rush back to our room, honey. Come back later. I'll text you when you can come back. I'll be busy if you catch my drift. You're missing out, Hank. This guy's wild. Christ. I'd only left the hotel for less than an hour and a half, and she's already found some jerk. Happy anniversary, right? So much for real love. I guess I hoped she'd rethink this mess, but that hope's gone now. She didn't just cross the line. She blew it up. I turned my phone off. No point keeping it on. How does stuff like this even start? I'd get it if our marriage was rocky, but it wasn't. Not that I saw, at least. I've thought hard and can't recall a single time Carrie seemed unhappy with me or us. She never said a word about wanting more spice. Nothing. So, where did this crazy idea of hers come from? And why? Clear as day, Carrie got this idea from Sandra. That woman doesn't get what being faithful or loyal means. She only cared about what made her happy, no matter what. Like I said, 5 times married, 5 times split. Her longest marriage? Just a year. She and Carrie were close friends at work. I tried to keep them apart, but Carrie wouldn't have it. I stopped trying, wanting peace more than anything. Carrie never really did something bad with Sandra that made me say enough. But I bet Sandra had a hand in Carrie's latest stunt. But why? I might never know. And does it matter now? Nope. Our promise is broken, and that's that. It hurts more than words can say. What's next for me when I get back? We put all we had into this trip. Sure, we've got a bit of money for things like rent, lights, the car, and cards, but not enough to move out or get a lawyer. And those guys want cash up front. Yep, I'm thinking of splitting up, but can't afford it. That stinks. So, what's the plan? I'm scrapping the rest of my vacation days as soon as I get back. No use wasting them just sitting around. I'll talk to Mr. Cranch about moving to a different job location. Don't need to stay here to move up. Where to, though? Doesn't matter, as long as I'm not with Carrie. Carrie earns enough. She can keep the apartment and handle it. I'll take care of my own bills, the cards and the car. She can deal with the rest. That's the start of a plan, I guess. I turned my phone on and got into the airport's free net. Then I logged onto my work's HR to check for a new job. And there it was, just right for me. Santa Fe, New Mexico. One job that needed what I know. It was tough because my phone screen is small, but I applied. It felt like it was meant for me. I also sent an email to Mr. Cranch saying I was coming back from my trip way early and that I had gone for the job swap. I'd tell him more when I got back. Then I had another drink because why not? Happy anniversary to me. Next I looked up. Yes, I can do that too. How to end a marriage in New Mexico. It was surprisingly simple. I just needed to live there for 60 days. I could file for it online, and in 60 to 90 days, I'd be free. Wow, that was great. Where I live now, I'd have to pay lots of money for a lawyer and wait up to a year for an easy split. Yeah, I'm moving. Job or no job. Carrie can call it leaving or whatever. She can pay for the split too, if she wants. Later, another message popped up. Carrie, bad idea for you to come back here tonight, Hank. He's staying till morning. It's that good. Sorry, Hank, but can you find another place to sleep tonight? Maybe the lobby? I spent so much to sleep in a lobby, but maybe it's better than the airport. So I'll stay here. No point in going back and forth. This makes me think about what I'll do when I get back. Back home? I don't really have a home now, just an apartment. So, this trip was all paid for. Every bit of it. Hotel, food, flying, all of it. Carrie has her cards, so no big buys to make me more broke than I am. So she's likely to stay here for 2 weeks. Unless, of course, she decides to fix things and comes back early. I doubt that, though. At this point, it doesn't really matter. So what now? Do I stay in our flat or do I find a new spot? I hardly want to be in that flat, just maybe to grab my stuff. Another place might work, though. Maybe. Alicia Capshaw is an old buddy from college. We never dated but stayed friends. It's cool we ended up at the same job, still friends. Carrie never seemed to mind Alicia and me being chums. At least, she never said. Alicia is single and has her own place. Maybe I could crash with her for a bit. But there's no point in guessing now. I'll see what goes down when I get back. Mr. Cranch might say no to the transfer, and then what? Well, I guess I'll just have to quit and move. I'm not staying in that flat, that's for sure. A big part of me wants to reach out to Alicia. I really need to talk to someone, but my phone's no good here. I can text and use the internet, but that's it. I don't want to lay all this on Alicia in a text or email, though. Do I even want to tell her any of it? I'm not sure. Man, it's not even 9 p.m. yet. This is going to be a very long night. It was. Sleep just wouldn't come. So with heavy eyes, I got on my flight and flew home. Great. My phone was off again, and I didn't turn it on until I was back in the flat. More texts did come. Carrie. Hank, where are you? Are you okay? Why no answer? Listen, I thought it over and I want you back in the room. Ryan's fine with it if you watch us. He's done this kind of thing, says it's not rare, so come back. Please. Carrie. You're making me worry, Hank. Why so quiet? You don't have to be. Don't act this way, love. Come have fun with me. It's all just a game. Those came while I was still at the airport. The last one, as I got into my place. Carrie, I checked with the airline and heard you flew home this morning. How could you? I said I didn't want you to go. This is crap, Hank. We've been planning this trip for ages, and you ditch me here? You can't be that mad at me. It's just sex, Hank. What's wrong with you? Acting like a kid now? You better not be doing something dumb at home, babe. No lawyers. I'm staying here. We paid for 2 weeks, and I'm gonna enjoy it. Won't be the same without you, but I'm staying. We'll talk when I get back. I'm so mad at you. Yeah, sure, we'll talk. That's first on my list. First thing I did was crash. I was all wound up but needed sleep. That's what I did. For 5 hours, woke up feeling bad. The fridge was empty, of course. We emptied it before we left. So a quick wash, new clothes, and off to Burger King. Walking out, a car stopped. It was Alicia. Hey, weren't you meant to be in Jamaica for your anniversary? Why are you here, Hank? Something in my look must have told her. Okay, hop in, Hank. Time for a chat. Come on, get in. I did, and she drove me to a quiet bar. It was a slow night. Alicia even paid for the drinks. I spilled it all, told her everything. She didn't want to believe it, so I showed her the texts from Carrie. Alicia is super chill, but those texts made her very mad. Geez, Hank, why is she acting like this? I have no clue. She hit me with this out of the blue right after we hooked up, and told me straight up that she was going to do this hot wife thing whether I liked it or not. I guess the guy is supposed to get a kick out of being left out while his wife does whatever. So I walked out. It didn't stop her one bit. So what's your plan, Hank? You're not just going to wait around for her, are you? I shared my rough plan with her and said I'd leave the area, transfer or no transfer. Just needed to wait for payday. You guys are broke, Hank? No, but we spent all our savings on this special trip. I thought it was worth it. So you thinking divorce? I explained New Mexico's divorce laws and my plan. She thought it over, then nodded. Sounds simple and straight. She can't fight it? Nope. One person wants out and it's done. No mess. We don't have stuff to split, so it should be quick and cheap. So where will you stay while Carrie is off doing her thing? Back to your place? I'd rather not, but I'm kind of stuck. I don't want to be there if she comes back. That's no issue. Grab your stuff and stay at my place. I'd like the company. Man, Alicia, but you've got your own life. Not really. I've not been on a date for 4 moons. I just can't deal with the dating mess. You get me? Really? Back when I was about to fly from Jamaica, I thought of asking you out, but I didn't. I didn't want to trouble you. This is my mess to sort. You get that, Alicia? I can't dump this on you. It's not right. But that's for me to say, Hank. We've been pals for ages. You were there when I was low. I want to be there for you now. Hearing that made me feel a rush of feelings. I hadn't really faced what Carrie did yet. Now it hit me hard and I was shaking, trying to keep it together. I just nodded. When, Hank? It's Thursday. You're meeting Mr. Cranch tomorrow, right? Yes, he said to come by any time. So yes, tomorrow morning. Okay then. So you pack Friday afternoon and you move to mine on Saturday. Does that work? All I could do was nod, so thankful for Alicia. That was the plan now. She dropped me back at the fast food place, hugged me tight, and kissed me before I got out. But at my flat, Sandra was there waiting. Hey, Hank, how's it going? What do you want? You're the last person I want to see. I know, Hank. I get it. Can we just talk? Just a bit. Carrie sent me to check on you. That's all. I don't want to talk to you, Sandra. Not at all. I don't care what you tell Carrie. Just go away and leave me be. Carrie said you were tossing her stuff out. Is that true? What I do or don't do is none of your biz. Carrie doesn't own any part of it now. She let it go when she chose to cheat and mess up our marriage. You can tell her that. Now beat it. I pushed past her and got into the apartment, slamming the door. But silly me forgot to lock it, and Sandra just walked right in. Hank, chill. What the? Leave. No, I just want to talk a bit, that's all. Let me say my piece and I'll go. Yeah, right. I grabbed her arm and shoved her out, slamming the door again, and this time locking it. Sandra's got nerve. And she doesn't get the message because she started knocking on my door like crazy. Then she hit the doorbell nonstop. Yeah, we got a doorbell. I walked back and yanked the door open. What do you want? I said I don't want to talk. Go away. No, just listen for a few minutes about what Carrie is up to. That's all I'm asking. I don't care what you think she's up to. I know what's going on and I want no part. Leave, Sandra, or I'm calling the cops. Just go. Come on, Hank. A few minutes. Damn it, get the hint. No, listen. Now I was boiling mad. Who did she think she was? You got 30 seconds starting now. Damn, Hank, don't be like this. I slammed the door in her face and locked it, heading back to my room. But guess what? She had a key. I barely got to the bedroom when she rushed at me, tackling me down till we hit the bed. My head hit the headboard hard, dazing me, and she used that chance to sit on top of me, pinning me down. You're gonna listen to me, Hank, or else. Now, here's the thing. I don't care who you are. In the heat of a playful wrestle, tensions flared between Hank and Sandra, a situation that quickly spiraled beyond a jest. The room brimmed with a mix of adrenaline and discomfort as they grappled, clothed in the thin veils of decorum which soon proved insufficient under the strain of their scuffle. The moment Hank felt a stir of arousal, a sense of dread gripped him. Sandra's laughter, though light, struck a chord of embarrassment within him, propelling him into a fervor that saw her tumbling onto the bed, dress askew, revealing that she had forgone the modesty of undergarments. Despite the turmoil stirring within, Hank found himself momentarily ensnared by the sight laid bare before him, a pause that lasted barely a moment yet etched itself into memory. As if possessed by an unspoken agreement, or perhaps driven by the raw intensity of the moment, they found themselves entwined in a fervid and furious embrace. What unfolded was not an act of love, but something primal and unbridled. Hank was driven by a tempest of emotion, while Sandra matched his intensity with cries of fervent participation. In a pivotal moment, the fervor took a darker turn, as Hank, compelled by a mix of rage and fervency, sought to assert dominance in a manner he believed would convey his inner turmoil. Yet the outcome was not as envisioned. Sandra's reactions, far from pained, were those of exhilaration, her body responding with heights of ardor that Hank had not anticipated. The aftermath left Hank reeling, a maelstrom of disbelief and dismay at what had transpired between them. The feeling of appall deepened as he found himself momentarily ensnared in an unexpected bind. Only when the physical connection had waned did he manage to extricate himself, hastily recollecting his attire whilst grappling with the shock and perplexity that enshrouded his thoughts. Sandra, meanwhile, remained on the bed, her demeanor untouched by the intensity of their encounter, her gaze following Hank's movements with an unsettling calm and a smirk that spoke volumes. Her nonchalance in the wake of such tumultuous intimacy left Hank staggering under the weight of what had occurred. Clothed once more, yet stripped of any bearings, Hank stood at the precipice of understanding, voicing the turmoil that churned within. "Fuck me, what the hell just happened?" In her reply, Sandra offered no regret, no admonishment, but a peculiar form of consolation wrapped in the enigma of their encounter. "We happened, Hank. You needed that." Her words, meant to soothe, instead etched a profound imprint of complexity to the saga of their unforeseen fervor. I frowned at her, then grabbed my phone from my pocket and threw it at her. "Go on, call the cops. Say I hurt you." "It wasn't that, Hank." "Yes, it was. I was so mad, I wanted to. Just do it. Call them. You've messed up my life enough." "Hank, your life isn't ruined. It's not over." "Don't want to hear it, Sandra. Don't talk about Carrie and her stuff. She can do what she wants. I'm done. If you're not calling, then leave." Sandra put my phone on the side table and sat up. "I'm staying tonight, Hank. You shouldn't be alone." "I don't want you here. Why don't you get that? I can't stand you here, Sandra. Just go." "I won't go, Hank. I'm staying." "Damn it, just go." But then Sandra jumped off the bed and hugged me. "Hank, calm down. Let's talk, okay?" "About what? Carrie?" "I don't need to hear it, Sandra. I don't care why she left. She chose to leave. Nothing you say can change that." "I think different, Hank. Let's just talk." I was so angry, I knew that. "I didn't want a night of this with Sandra." "Fine, but not here. Get dressed. We'll go out. I need drinks." "Okay, let's go to that bar across the street. We can walk. Can you give me my dress?" "You're on it." I moved, and yeah, I was on her dress. "Where's your husband?" "He's home, Hank. It's fine." "He knows I'm here with you, and he's okay with it." "He is? He's not upset?" "No, Hank, he's not. We have what you call an open marriage. It's all good. Trust me. I can stay the whole night, and it'll still be okay." "But, Hank, he can be with anyone he wants, however much he wants. So can I. That's what an open marriage is about. We just have to tell each other, that's it. He knows I'm here." "That's weird." "It works for us, Hank. That's what counts." "I don't like you, Sandra. I never did." "I know. It doesn't matter, Hank. Carrie is my friend. That's all that matters to me." 15 minutes later, we were sitting in a quiet booth, and I was on my second big scotch. Sandra was slowly drinking hers, watching me. "Okay, you want to talk? Let's talk." Sandra looked unhappy. "Carrie loves you, Hank. That's how you start? You say she loves me, and I say she doesn't. Not enough anyway. All this, it was your idea, right? This whole hot wife thing?" "No, Hank, it wasn't me. Carrie found out about it from someone at work. 6 other women we work with live that life. I'm not one of them." "You've done it before, though. Your 5 marriages," Sandra laughed. "No, Hank, I was never a hot wife. I did step out on my marriages, but only after I caught my husbands cheating. They didn't see it as fair when I got back at them, so, yeah. Married 5 times, divorced 5 times. Truth is, I'm terrible at picking partners. Sam, he picked me. We started with an open marriage. I wasn't sure at first, but it fits us. So, no, I was never a hot wife, and I never will be. I can't get any of this. I just can't. Carrie never talked about any of this with you, did she? Not till we were in Jamaica, in that hotel, and she was about to go meet some guy. She didn't even talk about it. She just told me what she was going to do. Oh my God. I can't believe she went and did it that way. You knew she was planning to do this to me? Yeah, Hank, I knew. I was there when these other ladies were telling Carrie how to go about it with you. These women, they like making their husbands feel small, and it seems some guys are okay with that. Not me, never me. I know. I told Carrie over and over not to do it. I said you wouldn't be okay with it, but she got caught up in the excitement of it all. She thought you'd come around eventually. She thought by the time you both got back from Jamaica, she'd have you seeing things her way. She tried to make this Rocky Road thing seem fun. Yeah, I know. You said I did the Rocky Road thing to you. No, I didn't. I was way out of line. Hush, Hank, you weren't. I wanted it. I pushed you. Carrie wants that from you all the time. Well, she's out of luck. I won't go near her again. That'll be hard in your tiny place, Hank. No, it won't. Oh? Why's that? I didn't answer, just ordered another drink. Why not? Sandra was picking up the tab. She just sat there watching me. You plan on moving out then? Let's just say I'm not planning on staying with Carrie and leave it at that. I get it. Nothing I can say will make you change your mind? No, look, maybe I could have been talked into trying this whole hot wife thing if she'd eased me into it, explained why she felt she needed it. Maybe. Or I might have wanted to find my own fun while she did her thing. But Carrie wouldn't let me. It was all about her in Jamaica, nothing else. And on our 5th anniversary, I definitely wouldn't have agreed to it then, and not in the way she did it. Sandra shook her head. She didn't tell me any of that. Did she say she was texting me about cheating? That she wanted me back in the hotel room, then told me to sleep in the lobby while she was with another guy in our bed? No, she didn't. Are you sure you didn't get it wrong? I gave her my phone to read the texts. I didn't care if she saw them. Sandra went white reading them. This is really bad, isn't it? It won't make you feel better, Hank, but she messed up big time. All of it. It doesn't change anything, Sandra. The fact she even thought about doing it hurts enough. I can't be with someone who doesn't want me, that's it. But she does want you, Hank. Doesn't look like it, Sandra. I get that some folks like this stuff and want it. That's okay for them. Like how you and Sam are okay with having an open thing. You're grown-ups, you talked it out, and you both like it that way. I'm okay with that. It doesn't bother me. But what Carrie did, that was all her. She didn't care what I wanted. Her choice was to leave our marriage. Simple as that. For me, at least. I won't say yes to this hot wife thing, and I sure won't have it in my life. Sandra sighed and gave me back my phone. Then she ordered us another round. When our drinks came, she asked me, "So, what will you do? Divorce her?" Yes, that's all you need to know, Sandra. Okay, fair. I'm her friend and you don't have to trust me. I stayed quiet until I spoke up again. Did she say anything about coming back sooner? You saw she told me she'd be away 2 weeks. Sandra bit her lip, then just gave a slight shrug. She told me she's staying, Hank. She's having fun. My face must have turned white because Sandra reached out to hold my hand. I don't know why, but I held hers back. Well, that's good, I guess. At least someone's enjoying the heaps of cash it took to pay for this mess. Hank, is there any way to get you to wait on breaking up, just till she's back to tell you more? Tell me what, Sandra? Why she hurt me? It doesn't matter now. She's done it, and she's loving it. There's nothing she can say I'd want to hear. She sent you more texts. Did you read them? No. Why would I? To see her being happy while hurting me. Why the heck would I want that? Did you reply to any of her texts? Even the first ones? No. Not since I left the hotel room. Again, why bother? Are you going to stay silent the whole time she's gone? Maybe. Why not? If she cared, she'd be here. This is such a mess. Her last texts just say, yes, she's having fun and she'll stay the whole time. I don't care. Okay, Hank, enough about her. What about you? I'm lost. There are people, kind of like a help group for this stuff. Do you want to talk to them? They could really help. I shook my head. Not interested, but thanks. I've got a plan. It's all I need to feel better if it works out like I hope. Oh? Can you tell me? No. You're Carrie's friend. I need to see if it works, then I'll tell her. I don't want her to know in advance in case it doesn't work. Okay? There's no reason we can't be pals, Hank. Not after what went down on your bed. I got mad. Oh? So you're gonna use that against me? Say I'm as bad as she is? Is that your game? Sandra looked taken aback. No, of course not. It's not the same thing. You didn't plan to sleep with me. I pushed that, Hank. That's on me, not you. You pushed it on me? Yep. I'm dressed this way on purpose, Hank. It's why I stuck around. You needed something like what happened. Did it help even a bit? Help you deal enough to hang out with me? That's messed up, Sandra. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry, but I'd do it again for you. You would? Why? 'Cause I like you, Hank. You're a good guy. You shouldn't have had to go through that. Not like this. So, I just wanted to be there for you. In my own way, I guess. I made things worse, huh? Are you saying you sleeping with me wasn't to make me feel guilty and hear out Carrie's nonsense? Nope, that wasn't it, I swear. Got my number in your phone? No. Why? 'Cause I want you to have it. You got a plan. Good. I'm guessing it's about keeping Carrie in Jamaica. Don't tell me. I'm thinking if she decides to come back early, she won't tell you. She'll just pop up and that might mess up your plan. Maybe not. But knowing she was coming back wouldn't hurt you, right? You'd go behind your friend's back. Not like you think. I'd just be helping another friend. I can have more than one friend, right? What will you tell Carrie about tonight? About us? Want to see? I can text her now. How would I know if you don't change it later? Oh, that's simple. I have an app on my phone that can send copies of texts to anyone I pick. You would see every text between Carrie and me. Want that? I'd see all your texts? Just the ones with Carrie. I set it up so you get a copy without her knowing. You in? I'm not sure. Have you done this before? Yep, with all my exes. The texts went to my lawyer. It works great. It copies everything, not just the new stuff. How's it work for me? You just make a folder and all the texts land there. I thought for a sec, then gave Sandra my phone. Why not? What's the folder name? Call it Carrie. She might see it. No, she won't. Your plan? Yep. This app won't let her into my phone, right? Nope. Just sends texts, that's it. All right, name it Carrie. Sandra got it all set up in about 10 minutes. She put her number in my phone and snapped a selfie for her contact. She did the same with my number, taking a pic of me. Her photo showed a big smile. Mine looked like I was in pain. She made sure it was all good before giving back my phone. So, Hank, what should I text her? Up to you, Sandra. You gonna tell her we slept together? Nope. Even though she wanted me to. She thought it would even things out, but I won't. Maybe Sam will tell her, but I'll ask him not to. Why? Why do that? Sandra let out a sigh. Because it doesn't fix things. Nothing can make up for what she did to you. I'm usually open about sex, but not about cheating. She has to fix it herself, if she even can. It's not. I know, Hank. It'll only get worse. She didn't stop with just that one guy. No? Do you want to know? Did I really want to find out? I could feel the scotch turning bad in my gut. Oh, Lord, how bad? I asked. Sandra held my hand tighter. Last thing I heard, she was with 5 guys. She kept the first one all night. Then, when she found out you left, she got with a hotel worker. A bit later, she let 3 guys pick her up. She was with all 3 at once. Oh my God. Now I truly felt sick. Hank, I think she's doing this because she's mad you left. Whatever. She's sending me pictures, Hank. They're in that folder since they came by text. Don't look at them. Okay? Don't. And she's sending all those texts to those ladies at work, too. We all see what she's doing in a group text. You'll see what the ladies say back only if Carrie replies to everybody, which lets me see, too. She can text me direct without them seeing. God, Sandra, and you told me to give her another shot when she got back? I only asked her what she wanted me to, just like she asked. That's it. Sandra looked at me for a while, then got up, pulling me out of the booth. Come, Hank, let's get you home, okay? Want to know what I'll tell her? I found you drunk, which is true, and I got you home to bed. I'll say you are very mad and that you said divorce a few times, which you did. I won't lie to her, but I won't tell her everything, okay? I still don't get why you're helping me. Because, Hank, I like you way more than I like Carrie. I was drunk, really feeling it as I leaned on Sandra, and as I leaned, I couldn't help but notice more about Sandra. You have great, Sandra. Sandra giggled and almost let me fall. Wow, Hank, that's a real sweet thing to say, she grinned. I give my best. But it's the truth. Your Sam is super lucky. I couldn't share you, though. I just couldn't. You get that? I do, Hank. I wouldn't share you, too. Maybe, just maybe, if we were an item and chose to mix things up or try swinging. I'd be okay with that with you. But only if we were in it together. No going solo. Sandra laughed again. Was she serious? Sharing me? She has another man. How would that even work? Back in the flat, Sandra began to take my clothes off. I thought to say something, but then let it be. Why not? In a flash, she was out of her dress and joined me in bed. Hush, Hank, I'm here tonight. Let's send that message to Carrie, okay? Sandra. Took me a bit, but Hank and I finally got together. He's pretty out of it and very mad. He's talked about leaving you a lot. I don't get why you're acting this way, but you're gonna lose him for real if you keep this up. Doing this during your special trip was a really, really bad choice. We're pals, Carrie, so I'm being totally honest. Snap out of it, tell those other ladies to get lost, and figure out how to win your man back. It's over for you too if you don't. My genius reply was, "Wow, you went for it." Sandra laughed, making everything seem lighter. Carrie must have been on her phone because she hit back fast. Carrie, he's the jerk for leaving me like he did. He should have stayed and worked it out like I asked. I'm not changing a thing I'm doing here, and our anniversary means squat to me. I don't care if he wants a divorce. Sandra looked at Carrie's text. She took a deep breath. Should I reply to this, Hank? And how? She asked. I don't want you to lie to your buddy, Sandra, but I also don't want her to know what I'm up to. All right. What about this? Sandra. I'm with him now, but I told you, drunk. He's never liked me much, but maybe he thinks I'm okay since I helped him out tonight. How about I see him again on Saturday and see how it goes? He's a really good-looking guy, and you know I've always liked him, always wanted him. So Saturday? I don't think things will go your way, but I'll try. It'll be fun for me, at least. Will she buy that? Sandra wondered. You've always liked me? For real? Hank raised his eyebrows. Yeah, and Carrie knows it. She's told me tons of times to make a move on you. I think she gets a thrill out of the idea of watching you with another lady. But that's weird with what she's doing now. It's those friends of hers. They think the guy shouldn't have any fun. They like to make their men feel small and worthless. Their husbands haven't left them, so the guys must sort of go along with it. I just don't get that at all. Yeah, it's an odd thing for sure. Want to know something? I've asked Carrie a few times if we could swap for a night or a weekend. I get you, she gets Sam. Carrie always said no, she really doesn't like Sam. I even suggested a threesome once, but she wasn't into that either. Weird, right? Carrie texted back fast. Carrie, Saturday works. All I could do was shake my head. That lady has gone mad. I don't know her, Sandra. Not at all. Tears were in Sandra's eyes. All I can say, Hank, is she's deep into this crazy hot wife stuff. Everything in that text, every word, comes from that world and those mean friends of hers. I'm so sorry this is happening to you. It's okay. It won't be my problem much longer. You know what I'm doing? I'm meeting with my boss first thing tomorrow. I asked for a move to another place, Santa Fe, New Mexico. Tomorrow I explain why. I say I get this move with the job, or I'm gone. I'm moving out Saturday, going to stay with a pal for a bit. Carrie might guess who, but it won't matter. I'll be out of here before she's back. New Mexico lets you get a divorce easy. I just need to live there a little while, then do the divorce myself online for cheap. I don't have to say why, just a couple of months and it's all done. I don't even need to tell Carrie, but she can't stop it once I file. Wow, you figured all this out in 2 days? That's amazing! I had 15 hours at the airport. 15 hours Carrie was off being stupid, so I used the internet. Found a job at our company perfect for me. I applied. That's my talk with the CEO tomorrow. Like I said, I get it, or I leave. I can leave by Sunday or Monday. I'll fix my bank stuff tomorrow. That's why I don't want Carrie back soon. I aim to be far away before she arrives. Wow, I'm shocked. Is it okay to say that? Shocked? Why? Well, I really like you. Just when I thought I could be with you, you're leaving. That's not fair. I had to laugh. Hey, you have my number. You can always come see me, right? Your husband won't mind, will he? Then Sandra laughed too. You'd have me over? For real? Yeah. I mean, the only big no-no would be getting close to Carrie while we sort the divorce. From what I understand, me filing is kinda like we're already apart. So why not? I got it wrong about you, Sandra. I blamed you for Carrie's choices. I'm really sorry. We're done in my eyes. I don't owe Carrie anything now. So yes, if you want to visit, I'd be happy. Hank, yes, I can't say when, but yes, I'd love to visit. Sam won't mind. Like I said, we do our thing. We don't hide it. I could even move in with you and he'd be okay. That's how we roll. That's wild to me. I couldn't live like that, Sandra. I get it, Hank. But you don't have to. You're a one-person kind of guy. I see that and I respect you for it. Okay, just thought of something. Change my name in your phone in case Carrie looks. Use a fake name. Maybe like an old uncle so she can't track me. I might get a new number there. I'll let you know before I do, though. One night, she and I stayed up till dawn. She went to her job with eyes half closed and tired. I left home tired too, but full of tasks. The bank visit was a breeze. It took me no time. Old man Cranch was easy to talk to once I showed him Carrie's texts. That made him want to help. He gave me back all my holiday time, saying it was for my move. He also shared something I missed online. This move was a big step up for me. More money and a big bonus were part of it. I asked to wait on the bonus and the raise till after I split from Carrie. He agreed, not wanting Carrie to get a penny. The HR team met me because of Mr. Cranch's call and sorted my transfer and pay changes quick. I took Carrie off my insurance. She could sort her insurance on her own. All I had to do now was pack and head to Alicia's the next day. Packing wouldn't take long, so I started when I got home. Sandra sent me a text asking how things went. Sandra: how did it go? Did you get transfer? Hank: yes, I'm ready. How about you? Tired. Thought about grabbing dinner tonight if you're up for it. If you're too beat, I get it. Sandra: ha, I've got energy to spare for you. Can I stay over one last time before you go? Hank: I'd like that a lot. Let's actually wake up together this time. I'm hoping for a night in your arms. Too much to ask? Sandra: not at all. I want that too, but we're sleeping in the buff. I want as much of you as I can get. Is that asking for too much? Hank: just thought of something. I don't have to crash at my buddy's place. My flat will be free Sunday. You could stay Saturday night if you're free. Sandra: getting the VIP treatment, huh? I'm in. You sure? Hank: 2 mornings with you? For sure. Meet at my place after work? Sandra: I'll be there soon after. Need to grab some clothes from my place first. Say, 6:30? We'll head out to eat from yours? Oh, changed your name in my phone. You're now Uncle Ed. Hank: sounds great to me. See you tonight. I rang Alicia right after to fill her in, left out the part about Sandra. Alicia sounded a touch sad I wasn't staying with her. I promised to invite her over once I settle and mentioned I'd drop by on Sunday as I leave town. She warned me she'd be mad if I didn't. Then I started packing. It was quicker than I thought. Carrie and I didn't have much stuff even after 5 years together. I copied all our tax stuff for Carrie to find. Only took a few kitchen things, some mugs, glasses, plates, cutlery, and wine glasses. Anything else I'll pick up on the way. I needed stuff. But after a bit of thought, I put all back except the cups for coffee and glasses for wine. I got to live in a big 3-bed, 3-bath home for free thanks to Mr. Cranch. It should have cost, but he let me stay for nothing. It had all I needed: beds, towels, you name it. My only job was to pay for the water and lights at the end of the month. That's a deal you can't say no to. By the time it was 3 in the afternoon, I had all my things in boxes. Tired, I took a nap. Good thing I set my alarm or I'd have slept all night. I jumped up when Sandra knocked at 6:30. She looked amazing, standing there a bit shy. Sandra had on a black dress that fit her perfectly, black tights and heels. She wore just a bit of jewels, but wow, she was stunning. Come on in. What's the plan? Dancing, maybe? Sorry, but I've packed up all my nicer clothes. Sandra chuckled. No, Hank. I just wanted to dress nice for you, even if we only grab a quick bite. I wanted you to like it. Do you? Wow. Yes, I do. But all I've got is jeans and t-shirts. That's perfect, Hank. I dressed up for you. Just you. Let's eat, then come back here. Later, when we're at the new place, we can hit the town. Tonight, it's just about us. And bed. Wow. So we're skipping the sandwich place, huh? I joked. I couldn't believe she did this for me. We found a place to eat that wasn't too busy. After, we hurried back to my flat, where it took me a bit longer to help her out of that dress than she thought it would. But it was worth every second. We did it 3 times, even though we were super tired. It was probably all the fun and new stuff going on that kept us going. We were both out of breath and all sweaty after the 3rd round. And she even asked for something Carrie never did. Carrie thought it was too much, but not Sandra. She was all in. Lying there close, I realized Sandra just fit right with me. With Carrie, we always had to move around to get comfy. But with Sandra, it was just right. And that felt amazing. She fell asleep fast. One minute she was giving me kisses, and the next, she was snoring softly, holding on to me tight. I couldn't believe how much had changed in just a few days. I was sad about losing my wife, really sad. But here I was with Sandra. Was she mine? Married or not, she seemed really happy to be with me. She was doing everything she could to make me happy. This from a woman I didn't pay much attention to when she was friends with Carrie. How could this happen? But now I was super happy to have her, even for a little while. And then there's the new job and the big move. I'm really looking forward to that. Mr. Cranch did so much to make it easy for me to keep my job and start fresh. He really went out of his way for me. Why? Does it matter? All I know is I'm going to work super hard for him. I'm all in. I'd do anything for him. And then there's Alicia. I'm going to really miss her. She was probably the best friend I ever had. Maybe, well, I thought maybe I could talk her into moving too. I always felt a spark with Alicia if I was free to chase it. But could I chase that with Sandra in my life? I wasn't sure how it would all work out, and I didn't know how long Sandra would stick around with me. Being with her wouldn't be simple with us in different places. One thing was crystal clear, though. Carrie was out of my world for good. Despite how much I wanted to push her away in my heart, I couldn't. But she was gone for sure. What she did, when and how she did it, and what she kept doing made that choice for me. She was out. I'd miss her, but I'd never go back. I just couldn't. These were the thoughts that filled my mind as I drifted into deep sleep. When I woke up, the sun filled my room. I was in the same spot as when I fell asleep, which was odd for me since I usually move a lot at night. Not this time. Sandra hadn't moved either, still close to me, her head on my chest. Yeah, she drooled a bit, but I didn't mind. I stayed still, loving the comfort of having Sandra with me. This was way better than I had hoped for. It just felt right with her here. I swear I could feel her heartbeat. My phone on the nightstand started to vibrate. Sure enough, it woke Sandra up and she sighed, stretching her body against mine. Her hand slid from my chest to my groin, gripping me. I caught my breath. "Are you awake, Hank?" she whispered. I ran my fingers through her hair. "Yeah, been up for a bit. Just was enjoying watching you sleep. You look so pretty when you sleep. I wanted to keep that picture in my head," I told her. She smiled into my chest. "I slept so good, like never before. Did you sleep okay?" I laughed a bit. "Yeah, I slept like a rock. Didn't even turn around. I feel great. Your hand is in a nice spot." Sandra stretched and moved her head up close to mine. "Do you like doing it in the morning, Hank?" "I like it any time. Morning's great." So we went at it again. She was on top this time. It was slow, which was great because I could watch her move. I thought, if we had more time, I could really fall for her. There was something about her. It's weird because I didn't think that way a few days ago. But no time. Plus, she's married. So am I, for now. Also, even though she said she liked me a lot, it doesn't mean it will turn into something more. It's probably just for fun for her. But she did say she wants to visit me in New Mexico. Maybe she will, maybe not. After we got up, showered, and got dressed. She put on shorts and a t-shirt with a bra and a thong. Your phone was buzzing. "Texts from Carrie?" she asked. "I don't know. I didn't check. Don't really want to." "Do you want me to look?" "Sure, yeah." Sandra looked at my phone and made a face. "Yeah, she sent you 8 texts. Oh no, she sent you pictures, Hank. Pictures of her with someone." "Great, I don't need to see that. Anything else she said?" "Oh, here's one you might want to read." "Okay, give me the phone then." "Carrie, you might be asking why I sent you those pictures. This is payback, Hank. You're getting what you deserve. I'm so mad you left me by myself. From now on, things are going to be different, whether you like it or not. There are things I've never done with you, Hank. Stuff you've wanted. Like oral, and I mean all the way. Now I'm doing that with every guy here. Turns out I like it a lot, with them. And yep, I'm letting every guy try the other thing too. I like that too and won't stop. But you, Hank, you'll never get that from me. Not ever again. In fact, you'll never touch me like that again. But you will watch. You'll see every guy take what you wanted and it'll hurt you deep down. You don't deserve me, Hank. You never did. But I'll keep you. Why? Everyone needs a pet. Jesus, what's with her? Has she lost it? Sandra hugged me from behind, holding me tight. No, Hank. This hot wife life, it's about the woman making the husband feel small. It's not always like this, but it happens a lot. Seems like she's just following what her coworkers do. She thinks you're into this. She's convinced herself she's doing the right thing. She should know it's wrong. But she's, I don't know, lost? She might see the light when she realizes you're gone, but maybe not. It's hard to say. If I was unsure about leaving her, this makes it clear. We're done. Go to New Mexico, Hank. Make it your home, then start the divorce. Do it quick. I'll watch her for you. Let you know what's happening, okay? Sandra, I can't ask you to do that. Carrie's your friend. She was, Hank. This lady is not the Carrie I knew. She's like those others I don't like being with. Even if you and I weren't close, I wouldn't be friends with Carrie anymore. I'll keep an eye on her for you, Hank. I'll help you as you start over. Then, we'll see where things go between us, okay? I was so surprised I couldn't speak. She touched my lips and said, "Shh, I don't expect anything, Hank. You have to leave and sort out your feelings. You're still caught up with Carrie because I'm here, right? We'll keep in touch, I hope a lot, and you can figure out what you need after your divorce. Don't just stay home. Meet people. Meet other women. Do it for me. That way, if you choose me, I'll know it's real, okay?" Wow, Sandra. I was thinking about how you see me and what it might mean just last night. Sandra smiled. That's good for both of us then. But you have to be sure you're not just jumping to me because you're hurt. I don't want just a quick thing with you. I want something real if it's possible, Hank. You need time, and you need to move past what Carrie did. Time, babe, I can wait. You'll wait? What do you mean? It means I'll wait to see what you want from me. I won't meet other guys until you say so. It's okay for me not to see anyone, not even Sam, till you're ready. I'm waiting for you. I want that, Hank. Sandra just shrugged. I blinked a few times, then stepped back from her. I walked to the kitchen table, making sure she saw me, took off my wedding ring, and set it down on the table. That's the only thing I'll let Carrie know, Sandra giggled. Got anything you want me to tell her? Yeah, I'll be in my new spot by Tuesday, late in the day. I'll text you when I'm there. Then you can tell Carrie you came to see if I was okay. You used your key, came in, and saw all my stuff gone. Say you heard I left and no one knows where to. It's kinda true. You're gonna ruin her trip, Hank. Think of all those guys who'll be bummed because she's sad. I chuckled. Sure, I'm starving. Let's eat. Then what do you want to do today? She just smiled at me. Sandra and I were together every moment until I had to leave. When we said goodbye, we both had tears in our eyes. I really had to hold back from asking her to come with me, but I didn't. What I did do was leave a mess for Carrie to clean up. That was my little revenge. Seeing Alicia before I left made me feel better. She hugged me tight, and we both had tears. She's my best friend ever since college, and this was the first time we'd be far apart. Leaving her was tough, too. I even joked about getting her a job where I was headed, and she said I better. That felt nice. The drive was quiet. I turned off the radio and just used the car's map. The weather was nice, and the road wasn't too busy. I had a lot to think about. Mostly, I kept thinking about how saying goodbye to Sandra made me so emotional. It was surprising to feel so much after just a few days with her, especially when I hadn't cried over losing Carrie. Not a tear for Carrie since she hit me with that shock. Did it mean I never loved Carrie as much as I thought? No way. Carrie was my everything, my whole world. But what she did to me, it burnt away my love in an instant. Can love vanish that fast? Seems so, because that's the hit I took. I did feel a bit bad, like maybe I let her down. But heck, what she's doing and saying now wipes away any good from before. So no tears for Carrie. That itself is a bit sad. But Sandra, oh man, just thinking about her gave me a hard-on as I drove. Let me say, driving with a hard-on is a pain, especially one that won't quit. I stopped for the night after dark. Ate some dinner, then texted Sandra from my room. Hank, got time to talk? Could use hearing your voice. Sandra, sure, I'm home. Sam's out for the night. Call me. Hey, sweetie, thought about you all day. Had a hard-on for like 3 hours? Sandra laughed. Really? 3 hours? How'd you get rid of it? Don't say you pulled over. No way. Thought about it, but didn't want cops catching me. It just went away on its own. Her laugh was the best. So, you calling for phone sex? Need me to help you sleep? I laughed. Wasn't planning on it. We just want more and more. All right, baby. So no talk of the birds and the bees tonight. How's the drive going? Any hitches? Aside from your personal issue? Nope, it's all good. I plan to hit the road by 7 in the morn and drive till 8 at night. You'll be at work, but could you ring me at lunch, just to catch up? You got it, Hank. I won't call from my desk, but I'll make sure to call you. How's it feeling being on the move now? Any second thoughts? Not a bit. I thought it over while driving, and I'm clear-headed. Not about leaving Carrie, but leaving you? Yeah, I have regrets there. I know I shouldn't say it, but I do miss not spending enough time with you. I keep thinking we've lost too much time, but I really want to try to make up for it every chance we get. Is it too soon to say this? No way, Hank. Don't ever think that. I feel pretty much the same, and it's strange, but not bad. I wish Carrie hadn't turned me down before. I wish I had more time with you. So it seems we're on the same wavelength. Cool with you? Totally. I nearly asked you to pack up and join me, you know? Sandra chuckled. I was close to asking if I could join you. How funny is that? Hank, I can't fully grasp what's going on with us, but I do know I don't want to let go. I don't want to lose this feeling. It's only been a few days, but listen, don't be mad, okay? As we talked about, let's give it the time you need, and if you still want me, I'll come to you, okay? We can leave it at that for now. Yes, okay? I hoped you'd see things this way, but no stress. I'll do as you asked, to be sure, as you wished. But I do want you to visit me, okay? A week, a month, a few decades, whatever it takes. That made her laugh again. You'll have it then. Whatever you want or need. Trust that, Hank. So, just so you know, Carrie's been on her phone all day long. Please don't peek at that folder, okay? Trust me, you don't want to see what's in those pics. What's important is her friends, and Carrie too, are really mad because you haven't been talking to her. They're all talking in their group chats, saying Carrie should get a lawyer once she's back to sue you. They say you left her all alone in another country, and that's why they're upset. What? Are they out of their minds? Fine, let her get a lawyer. I won't be around, and by the time this gets to court, I won't even live in that state anymore. Forget them. Maybe I should sue them back for bothering me or something. Don't stress about it, Hank. It's good to know, but don't worry. I'm thinking I might quit my job soon. What they're doing really bothers me, but I've got a plan. I can make it look like they're bothering me, and maybe even say they're being inappropriate with me. After all, I have Carrie's texts where she asked me to try and get you to like me, and all her friends agreed with it. I never told Carrie if it worked, and now she won't stop asking. She's doing that? That's silly. Why would she think like that? Because she's lost touch. She's living in this pretend world and doesn't get what real life is like back here. I feel like I should text her something, but I'm not sure what to say. Go on. Send her what we planned for Tuesday. Doesn't matter if it's early. It's not like she can call me, just do it. Are you sure? Yeah, let's just do it. Maybe it'll make her think twice about the rest of her trip. Okay, love, here goes. I'll send it once we stop talking and blind copy it to you. You know I took pics of your empty closet and drawers, right? I'll send them too. Okay, that works. But no pics of the ring on the table. Let her find that on her own. Okay, she laughed. Maybe I can be there when she comes home and sees it. Want a pic of that? No, she might not even care, or who cares if she does? Let's talk about something else. What are you wearing? Now she laughed more. Hey, baby. I thought we weren't going down that road. Well, nothing. I'm naked, about to hop into a long, hot bath. Someone tired me out this weekend. Pics. You know it's not real without pics? Of what? Me in the bath? Yes. Need pics, sweetie. She laughed again. All right, but you better sleep tonight. Don't want you crashing your car tomorrow because you're too tired. I will. Promise. Sleep. I'll get some sleep. You're a naughty boy, Hank. You'll have your pics soon. I gotta go before my bath gets cold. I'll be thinking of you in my bath and as I sleep. Night, sweetie. Night, honey. I'll be dreaming of you too. A few minutes later, her selfie came. She was sitting in the tub, the bath bubbles hiding just a bit of her. Her nipples were out, and she had the brightest eyes and widest smile. That picture needed a frame and maybe a spot on my work desk. Okay, maybe not. It's going somewhere, though. Then came her text to Carrie. Sandra, I checked on Hank. Bad news, Carrie. All his stuff is gone. Closets, everything. Only your things are left in your place. No one near your place knows where he went. He's gone. No note. Don't know what to say. I don't know if Carrie replied because I fell asleep, and I don't think I cared if she did. I woke up feeling great, as if I had the best sleep ever. I had my breakfast at the hotel, then I was off driving. It was around 1 p.m. when my phone rang. Hello? Thanks to Bluetooth, I could talk hands-free while driving. Hey there! Did you sleep well? I sure did. How about you? Oh, I had the best dreams, Hank. Waking up was the last thing I wanted this morning. How's the drive? It's going well, just like yesterday. I'll need to stop for gas in an hour, but I'm making really good time. That's good to hear. I've got some news to share. You ready? I laughed. All right, hit me. 2 things. First, Carrie flipped out after I texted her last night. She was so mad she scared off the guy she was with. I almost laughed myself silly. You've got to read it tonight. I'll check it out. And the second thing? This is even better. Her 6 friends came to my office today, all fired up at me. I got it all on tape. They don't know that, though. They were angry because they thought I didn't try to keep you at home by making moves on you like I had promised. When I told them I made no such promise and wouldn't do that because she's your wife, they went nuts. I had to stop myself from laughing. We'll listen to it together when we meet. I did laugh, even though I didn't know these women or what they looked like. That's a promise, Sandra. Try to get a video next time. Honestly, I've no clue who these women are or what they look like. You've met them at work stuff before. You probably just don't remember. They stand out more when they're all together. They're not causing you trouble, are they? No, darling, not at all. I might start looking for a new job soon, but I'm going to report them. I have a recording that will prove they did wrong. They deserve it. Hold on. Don't stir up trouble. It's not worth it, Sandra. You've been through enough. Just stay safe. I can't bear the thought of you getting hurt, okay? Oh, honey, you touch my heart. They can't really do anything bad to me. I'll keep safe for you. Don't worry, Hank. I'll keep a low profile. Maybe I should work where you are. We have offices there, too. Should I try to move? I'd love that, Sandra. You know you'd be living with me, right? Can you handle that? Yes, I think I can. But can you? Let's not rush this decision. It's my top choice. So if you're ready, we can go for it. All right, you've got a point. But what about Sam? How would he feel about you moving away? Sam's not really a worry for me. I don't think we expected our marriage to last much longer. I'll talk to him, but it shouldn't be a big deal. I could move to be with you, become a resident like you, then file for divorce. We don't share money or property, so it should be easy. Sam won't be a problem. Still, the whole situation is a bit hard to wrap my head around. You'd be okay with just being with one person? With you, Hank? I know it's been only a few days, but I feel it. Maybe we could even think about having kids. Is it too soon to talk about this? Wow, listen to us. Honestly, Hank, I never thought about kids with anyone before, but with you, I am. What do you think about that? Wow, I've always wanted kids, but Carrie didn't. Wow, Sandra giggled. Okay then, I'm in my car, but I need to head back to work. Talk tonight? Yes, I'll text you when I get to a hotel. Maybe around 8:30 or 9? I'll be up waiting. Drive safe, okay? I don't want to lose you to a car mistake. I chuckled. Got it. No silly driving. Can't wait to talk tonight, love. Bye. Bye. Kids? Are we already talking about kids? How do I feel? Wow. The truth is, Sandra is the first woman to talk about having kids with me. Wow. That's something. Let's think about this another way. Imagine, 4 months from now, I'm looking at Sandra and Carrie. They're right next to each other, and I need to pick one. Yeah, big choice, I know, but it's obvious. Sandra. I could never trust Carrie again, not even for a second. No matter what happens, I can't trust her. So I trust Sandra. She said she'd be okay with just me, and why not? She's been open and honest since we met. She really wants to help me, and she's shown it. And her past? Married 6 times. But does it matter now? I don't think so. If I trust her, I need to believe what she said about her past marriages. Trust is all or nothing, right? So I trust her. Being with her makes me happy. Just being around her makes me a better person. And about Thursday night, I still feel bad, but she thinks it was good for me. She believes it helped me. Who would even think that? I just can't picture some doctor saying, "Go ahead, hurt someone. It'll make you feel good." But that's what Sandra told me she did when she made me lose my mind, and she was glad to do it. That just blows my mind. I can't see Carrie doing something like that for me. No way. Carrie wouldn't even cheer me up with a special favor, not the full way. She might start, but then she'd just spit it out at my feet like always. But with Sandra, it's different. She's all in, always happy. She's just everything I'd want. Plus, she's super smart and really beautiful. So, decision made. I'll move on from Carrie as soon as I can, then see what Sandra and I can build. It feels like a good plan. Things are moving super fast, but it feels right. I wonder if Sandra and I had met when we were both single, would it have gone this fast? Only God knows. I found another hotel and checked in earlier than planned. Then, after dinner, I texted Sandra. Hank, settled in for the night? Can we talk? Sandra, can you wait 30? I'm dealing with Sam, he's being difficult. We'll call you soon, okay? Hank, okay, what's Sam upset about? Those 30 minutes turned into 40, the longest 40 of my life, until Sandra finally called. Sorry, love. Had to sort out something with Sam. He's upset because I'm skipping a party we planned a while back. Totally forgot it, but wouldn't dream of going now. What kind of party? Oh, love. It was a swingers party, a group we know. Haven't seen them in months, but like I said, I'm done with that. It's just you for me now. Sam will find someone else to go with. He always does. I'm not into that scene anymore. I'm over it, honestly. It was fun once, but now I want something else. What's that? He asked. It's you, Hank. I want a good man to love, and I want him to love just me. And yeah, kids later on. Does that freak you out? Not at all. Actually, you've got my heart racing big time. I can't believe you're real, that you're here with me. That's so sweet. You're not mad about my past? Nope. Your past? I think it makes what we have richer. Did that sound weird? I mean, I love what you bring to us. Is that better? Hank, you're making me turn red. Thanks for the kind words. Yes, I've lived, and I want to share it all with you. I want you to have all of me. It sounds like you want that too. I do. I spent today thinking about, well, everything. And I realized I want you in my life for good. This isn't just a quick thing for me, Sandra. You have to believe that. I've fallen for you hard in the past few days, and I want to be with you forever. There, I said it. We can talk about it when you're ready, okay? Hank, I feel the same. I've liked you for so long, but it's more than that now. It's deeper. I love you too. I want to spend my life with you. So what's next? There's a job I can get where you're going in Santa Fe. I can apply tomorrow. It might take a bit to sort out, but I'm pretty sure I can land it. Do you want me to? Should I come live with you? I will, if you say yes. I want that. Go for it. This mess with Carrie turned into the best thing ever. By that, I mean you. Let's make a promise to each other and do it, okay? I love you, Sandra, and I want you with me always. Please say yes. Yes! Should I say it louder, Hank? Yes, yes, yes! Sandra laughed more, and I joined in. So tomorrow you'll ask for a move to Santa Fe? I'll be there by noon, I think. I'll settle into the condo and check in with our workplaces. Then what? Shop for food, I guess. My head's all over. Can you come this weekend? Or is that too soon? Help me, I said, laughing. It took her a bit to stop laughing. I'll ask for the move first thing. I'll also talk to our HR folks to see how long the move takes at my job. There might be an interview, but no worries. I'd even take less pay to go. So, let's see what happens tomorrow, okay? I love you, Hank. I love you too, Sandra. Man, we're going to have a life together. I won't sleep for days now. You need to sleep tonight, Hank. No accidents. Get there safe and get our place ready. I'll join you as soon as we can make it happen, okay? I love you. Wow, our place. Later, after things calm down, I want to buy a house. Is that okay? A house with a pool? Can we do that? Hank, you can have anything. Anything to keep you happy. But first things first. Living there, then divorce. All else comes after. I got it. My move starts tomorrow with that condo. Yours starts when you move in. You're sure? Yes. Don't worry about it, Hank. Our life will be ours alone. Sam will get it. Like I said, this marriage was just for show. It wasn't a big deal, I was sure. Gotta go, love. Sleep tight. I want you safe tomorrow. Okay, love. Sounds sweet hearing honey. Love you. We'll text when I get there. Might be lunchtime. We'll see. Night, you sleep too. Talk tomorrow. Wow, I was too wired to sleep. Then I remembered Sandra said I'd find Carrie's text funny. I had 49 new texts from her. I couldn't look for the one I wanted without seeing some pictures. Yeah, they were shocking, but not like dirty magazines. Two things hit me hard. First, the picture quality was really bad, like maybe something got on her camera. It made her look cheap. Second, I didn't mind it was Carrie in those photos. Not at all. That was weird. I should have felt something, but nothing. Her text was a laugh, though. Carrie, what do you mean he left? He can't just leave, that jerk. Now I'm mad. Was about to meet someone new and had to send him away. I'm too mad to have someone over. This sucks. My holiday is wrecked. Wrecked. What now? This is all on you, Sandra. You should have been with him. Find him. Be with him. Bring him back. This isn't right. What do I do now? Can't even drink away my sadness because I'm broke. Now I'm not hooking up either. Ugh, I hate everything. I really do. Your fault. Sandra's reply was spot on. Even better, actually. Sandra, seems like you think I'm someone who sells love, Carrie. You're someone. I'm not that person and definitely not yours. Wow, Sandra never mentioned that harsh text. That's wild. There were lots of messages between Carrie and her work pals, but I didn't really care for those. Up to now, Carrie hadn't replied to Sandra's harsh words. Maybe she won't. Who knows? And really, who cares? I quickly sent a text to Sandra, though. Hank, I saw what Carrie said back, and yeah, it was kind of funny. Couldn't help but peek at some of the photos, too. No big deal. They were just bad quality pics to me. Didn't feel anything seeing Carrie in them. She's like a stranger now. Also saw what you sent her. What can I say? You're amazing, and I love you. Sandra, oh, I love you more. You're my guy, Hank. No one gets to talk bad about my man, especially not her. Sleep tight, love. Dreaming of you tonight. I paused to look at her photo again. Sandra is so stunning. How did I get so lucky? I don't know, but I'm not questioning it. I got to the condo by 10:30 the next morning, took a minute to figure out where to park, then headed in to talk to the person at the front desk. Yes, they actually had a front desk. I told them my name and work, and they put me in their system. Two young guys with hotel-like carts came, followed me to my car, and loaded my stuff. They then showed me where to park for my condo. I parked, then went with them. My place was up on the 6th floor, and wow, it wasn't like any condo I'd seen. It felt like those fancy rooms in big hotels. The living room had a huge glass wall that looked out over the city and mountains far off. What a sight. Just like Mr. Cranch said, it had everything I could think of. The main bedroom was amazing. It had the same big windows as the living room and no one could peek in. The young guys put my bags in the bedroom and I made sure to give them a good tip. Then I sat on the bed and texted Sandra. Hank, I'm here, and this condo is amazing. It's like a fancy hotel room. Great views of the city and mountains from the living room and bedroom. I don't think photos will show how good it is. What about your job move? Can you call? She called in no time. Hi, love. Good to know you're there safe. Send some pics and maybe a video later. I can't wait to see our new place. I laughed. It's hard to capture how great it is with just my phone, but I'll try to get some good shots this afternoon and tonight. The view of the city and mountains is stunning. So, what's up with your job transfer? Sandra laughed too. You won't believe this. I applied for the job online the moment I got in this morning and got a call back in just 30 minutes. HR just wanted to make sure I really wanted the move, and then they put me straight into a call, which turned out to be my interview. I got the job, and more money too. They asked if I could move down there next week, but I said I could move today. We both laughed. That's awesome. So when will you get here? I'll be there late this week. I have tons to pack, but the company is moving most of it for me. How's this? I fly in on Saturday. I'll land in Santa Fe with a few bags. The rest will come a bit later. Even my car is being shipped. I've got the rest of the week off to pack, plus next week to settle in. I've told Sam about it. He's okay. He's already found someone else. Sandra laughed again. Wow, Sandra, we get to start our life in just a few days. What should I buy for food? What do you want? Coffee? Just the simple stuff, hun. Maybe some wine too? We can shop for more on Sunday or Saturday afternoon after you pick me up. I want to explore our new city. I'm so excited, Hank. Guess what? You're arriving the same day Carrie gets back. Talk about timing. Really? Ha! That feels like payback. I love it. Let's send her a video Saturday night. Naked. How about you? You know. Let's think on that, okay? I want to keep things quiet until I sort out my divorce. Understand? I don't want to stir up trouble. I get it, babe, and I agree. It was just a passing thought. How about this instead? We send her my divorce papers and our wedding license when it's time. It got quiet for a bit. Hank, you really want to marry me? For real? Wow, I just said that, but it's what we've been hinting at, right? Well, yes, Sandra. That's what we've been talking about, right? A life together? Kids? You were thinking that too, right? Yes, I was. But part of me was scared. Scared you wouldn't see me as wife stuff. I'm okay if that's true, but I do want to be your wife, Hank. I only think wife when I think of you. So let's make it official when you're here. Okay, love? I heard Sandra sniff, then she said, yes, let's do that. I don't know why this makes me cry, Hank. It feels so real now, doesn't it? I really want to be your wife, love. Want our life together. Do I sound silly? No, you're not silly. I was scared I was being silly. But we're not, are we? This is real for us. It doesn't bug me how fast it's been. I only want us to be sure. That means getting married. I wouldn't think this way about anyone else, Sandra. Not even Alicia, my best buddy. You'll meet her and you'll like her. So, yeah, love. Getting married, a whole life together is what we want. Sandra sniffed again. Thanks, Hank. I love you so much it shocks me. And we're just days away, aren't we? I'm so happy about that, Hank. You don't know how much. I had to laugh. Yeah, I get it, Sandra. Just a few days apart, then I want us never to be apart. We can wait a few days, right? Yes, just a few days. Oh, hold on, love. I'm getting texts from Carrie. Are you getting them too? My phone was buzzing, so yes. Yeah, I am. Want to read them together? Yes. Let's see what's up with her now. Carrie. Okay, Sandra. You got mad at me, and that was fair. I'm sorry I was mean. I lost my cool and treated you bad. Please don't be mad at me. I get what you said back to me, and it's hard to say, but you were right. About everything. The work girls, my crazy wife idea, Hank, our trip, all of it. I'll be back home this Saturday and hope we can meet for dinner. I really need your help to sort out the mess I've made with my life and marriage. I'm not sure if I can fix things with Hank, but I have to try. You're the only friend who's ever given me smart advice. Can you help me now? Well, this is a surprise. What do you think, Hank? My feeling is it's too little, too late. I'm heading in a much better direction. She can't make up for what she did, and I won't leave you. Not now, not ever. I plan to be with you for the rest of my life if you're okay with that. Does that clear things up, Sandra? That does, Hank. That does. I'll wait a bit then tell her I can't meet Saturday. Maybe I should fly out Friday? Let me check for flights and see when I can get in on Friday. Is that good for you? A day sooner? Absolutely. Also, look for flights to Albuquerque. It's not far from here, maybe less than 50 miles. You might find something easier. I can pick you up from there. I'll do that now, love. I'll call you back tonight. After hanging up, I thought about Carrie's message. To be honest, it tugged at my heart a bit, but just a bit. Now I had to call my new office and let them know I've arrived, then find a grocery store. My new boss, Robin Finch, picked up quickly when I called. She told me to take the next week easy to settle in. She sounds like a great person to work for. I had to say, this move was turning out great for me in so many ways. The grocery store was close, just a short walk away. I've done food shopping before, so it was no big deal. My only problem was not knowing what Sandra liked to eat. Well, I could fix that when she got here. Next, I went to the liquor store and picked up lots of different wines and strong drinks. I'm not into beer, and neither was Sandra, from what I saw. On my way out, I saw a food truck and stopped to get a chicken burrito. I gotta say, it tasted way better here than where I used to live. Then back home to put away the food and drinks and then unload all my stuff. It took a long time because I didn't want to take up all the storage space. I saved most of it for Sandra. She did say she had a lot more stuff than me. After that, I poured myself some scotch and sat on the sofa. This place was amazing. I took out my phone and clicked a few pics, but they were too dark, so I fixed the settings. The next ones came out much better. I walked around the condo, taking pictures, and even made some videos. One of the living room and one of the main bedroom and bath. I also took some pics through the living room windows. They were okay, but didn't really show the real view. I'd take more tonight to send. I spent some time picking the best photos and sent them all to Sandra. Hank, our home! Before Sandra replied to me, she messaged Carrie. Sandra, thanks for saying sorry, Carrie. I do appreciate it. Sadly, I won't be home this weekend, and in fact, I'll be moving to another state. A chance came up that I just can't pass up. So, I don't know what to tell you. You really made a big mess of things. I really can't give you any hope. Your time with Hank is done. He's gone and he won't come back to you. He won't take you back. I talked to him and he's sure you two are done for good. It's sad to hear the big hurt and mess you made. I do wish you the best going forward. I do, but I won't be part of it. Goodbye, Carrie. It's strange. I felt more sad about losing Sandra's friendship than losing Carrie. How messed up is that? It was still early in the day. I finished my drink and chose to nap. I must have been really tired because as soon as I lay down on a very comfy bed, my phone alarm woke me up. 3 hours had just flown by. I showered, got dressed, and walked through the condo, turning on lights. I saw a text from Carrie on my phone. Carrie, why are you in Santa Fe, New Mexico? Did you start working again? That surprised me, then I remembered. I forgot to turn off the dumb phone tracker app. I fixed that in a few seconds. Oh no, did I have to do the same for my car? I wasn't sure. It wasn't a GM, so no OnStar, but there might be a tracking thing like my phone. I had to check. I couldn't believe I forgot. I got my laptop, hooked up to the condo's Wi-Fi, and looked up info on my car. Yep, it had a tracking thing. I didn't know if Carrie could use that, but I wasn't risking it. An hour later, yep, it took that long to figure out. I got it turned off. Wow, later, I took lots of pics of the amazing sunset over the mountains, and when it was fully dark, I took shots of the city lights. I picked the best ones and sent them to Sandra. I had heated up a big tray of Mexican food for dinner. It was meant to feed 4, but I ate it all up fast. I wasn't a big fan of Mexican food before, and I couldn't even say the name of what I ate, but it was very tasty. Right after I cleaned up, my phone rang. Hey, love, sorry I took so long to call. I've been so busy packing my stuff, but I'm almost done. I'll be done by tomorrow. So here's the plan. I'm flying into Albuquerque, getting there Friday afternoon at 2:30. I'm flying Southwest Airlines. I've got 3 bags to check, so I'll be a bit late getting out, okay? Awesome! I'll be there waiting for you. I can't wait. These 2 days are going to drag by, Sandra. I told my office I'll only work a bit next week. Just a few hours each day. My new boss is really nice. She's making things easy for me. I got your message to Carrie. Oh? Do you think I was too mean to her? I laughed a bit. You're asking the wrong person, Sandra. She did send me a message, though. I forgot to turn off my phone's location thing, and she knows I'm in Santa Fe right now. I turned it off for my car, too, but she knows I'm here. Did you write back? Not yet. But I've been thinking about it. Just a quick message to say we're done. What do you think? I'm not sure, Hank. What would you tell her? I wouldn't bring you up. But I'll say we're through, and I don't want anything to do with her. I won't say I've moved here, either. I can send you the message, too. Okay, darling. I loved the photos you sent. I'm so excited to see it all in person. Just a bit over a day and a half. That's when you'll be here. Soon, love. We talked some more, then she went back to packing. I poured another drink and wrote a message to Carrie. I didn't send it just yet, though. Hank had a tough message to send. He told his soon-to-be ex, "Where I am and what I do is not for you to worry about now. All thanks to you, I came back from a great trip to find nothing left for me. The past 5 years were a lie. I won't let that slide, nor can I forget what you did. We're done. It's over. No chats or calls will change this. I don't want to know you anymore. Your messages killed any love left in me. Move on, leave me be. One more thing, don't bother telling me why you did what you did. I don't want to know. All your actions showed me you don't want us anymore. That's okay. Just go. My future won't have you in it." With that sent, he took a deep breath. He made sure Sandra knew, then took a moment for himself. Just a bit later, Carrie replied. Carrie, Hank, I see you're still mad. I get it. Things went wrong, but we can fix them. Don't talk about ending us. I won't let that happen. Saying our love was a lie isn't true. Yes, I messed up your fun. That was wrong of me. I'm sorry. Does that help? But walking away from me was wrong too. Almost too wrong to forgive. That was really small of you. Hank's message, now simpler, kept its tough tone but was easier to grasp. Carrie's response was also toned down, matching his in simplicity and emotion. So I'll be home this Saturday. You know which flight and when I land. I've got no cash for a taxi, so pick me up, okay? We'll talk when I get back. We can sort this out. We can do it together. I know that's what you want too, so let's do it. Together. Man, oh man, is she losing her mind? I blocked her number. Tomorrow I'm getting a new phone with a new plan, one without Carrie in it. Then it hit me. She never said she loved me in that message, not even a hint. All she did was tell me once more what our life would be like. Yeah, sure. Thinking over it, I realized I couldn't recall a single time in recent memory when Carrie said she loved me. Not in Jamaica. Not even when we were close. She liked the moments, sure, but love? Did she ever say she loved those moments? Nope, she didn't. So when was the last time she said she loved me? I thought hard, going back months, then more months, and figured it had been at least a year and a half. We were leaving her office Christmas party. She was tipsy, and I nearly had to carry her to the car. She said she loved me as we got to the car. But why? Thinking about it, she only said she loved how I looked after her. I took it another way, and man, I really can't recall the last time she said she loved me. Not on my birthdays, holidays, or past anniversaries. What the heck? How did I skip over that? Maybe I should warn Sandra that I'm a total fool and tell her she could find someone much better. Nah, forget that. Thinking of Sandra, I shared Carrie's last message with her, adding, Hank. Just realized, Carrie hasn't said she loved me in over 2 years. Maybe more. How could I not see that? Sandra. Maybe you loved her so much, you just believed she felt the same. I really don't know, sweetie, but is it possible? I love you. I will always say that to you. Hank, thanks. I love you too. I stopped Carrie's texts and am getting a new phone deal tomorrow. I think we will be together again in 38 hours. I need to find something to do tomorrow. Sandra. LOL. You're amazing. My guy. I'm in the bath. Want a new pic? Hank. No, I still have the last one. I'm thinking of making it big and putting it up in our room. Sandra. LOL. I love that. We should have one of you too. Hank. Me in the bath? I don't do bubble baths. Sandra. So? I don't see a problem, Hank. Hank, let's wait on that, okay? We can talk about it after you've been here a long time, like 10 or 20 years. Or even 6. Sandra. As you want, my love. God, I love to think that, say that, feel that. My love. 38 hours then. Take your vitamins, baby. We have 5.5 days to catch up on. Can you manage? Hank. You'll get my best try. That's a promise. Sandra. Okay, baby, I'm going to finish my bath and head to bed. Talk tomorrow, lunchtime? I'll call. Hank. Okay, love, I love you. Sleep well, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Did I say I love you? I love you, Sandra. Love you too. Get lots of sleep, baby. I plan to keep you busy for hours when I arrive. Good night, my love. What a change from Sandra to Carrie. Everything about Sandra, every call and word since last Thursday, was kind, caring, real, and full of love. I was important to her, and this from someone I made fun of and didn't like for years. Carrie. Nothing at all. Carrie's last text was all about her. Why did she write to Sandra about messing up and wanting to fix things with me but act so cold and far away when she later talked to me? I thought maybe she liked Sandra more than she liked me. Well, that's okay. Even her last message didn't make me mad or upset like it would have if I was alone in my old place, feeling sorry for myself. It just showed me I was over Carrie. It seemed like Carrie didn't get me at all after living together for 5 years. Did she really not know me? Was it all just some crazy idea she had, or did she never really care? I decided it didn't matter. We were done, and that was that. I'm here now, starting over, with a woman who loves me and who I love back. That's all that mattered to me. I kinda wished I could see her face when she found out I left her at the airport. I'd even pay for a big picture of that. I had another drink and looked out the window. Santa Fe looked amazing at night. I took a picture and sent it to Sandra. I woke up early the next day, feeling great and ready for the day. I made coffee, took a shower, and got dressed. I grabbed a cup of coffee, then checked my phone for the nearest store of my cell service. It was just a few miles away. Let me tell you, it was a total pain to leave my old phone plan and start a new one on my own. Why on earth does it take 4 whole hours to switch plans and get a new phone? The only fast thing was paying on my way out. At least I kept my old number because of all my work contacts. I didn't want to text or email hundreds of people just because I wanted to cut ties with Carrie. Because of that mess at the store, I missed Sandra's call during her lunch. I texted her to explain and said we'd talk when she could. Feeling a bit lost, I decided to check out my new workplace and maybe meet my new boss. This place was way more relaxed than my last job. Everyone wore what I thought looked like cowboy clothes, and they were all super friendly as I introduced myself. I met my boss, Robin Finch. She was stunning, like breathtaking, and just as nice. Her voice was super smooth. I'm just glad I have Sandra, otherwise it would be tough to focus here. Robin, who made it clear to call her just that, welcomed me warmly. She was smart and laid out everything about the department clearly. She believed in working smart and making sure we enjoy our jobs. After talking for about 15 minutes, she showed me around, and we stopped by my new office. It was amazing. Not a tiny cubicle at all. It was a room at the top with views of big hills. I had a big desk, my seat, shelves full of books, and two couches. My helper popped in, and Robin said we should meet. Janice Pettigrew was a bit younger than 40 and was very pretty. She was both very good at her job and very fun at the same time. She didn't stay long. After she left, Robin led me to sit on one of the couches, then shut the door with a smile. So, Hank, I talked a lot with Daniel Cranch about you. He didn't ask if I wanted you here. You know you got this job without a normal job talk. I've known Daniel for a long time, nearly 12 years, and he never talked about anyone like he did about you. I've never seen him, or heard about him, giving one of our company rooms to someone to live in for free for as long as they want. Robin laughed a little. He made it very clear that I was to do everything to make you happy and keep you working here. She just looked at me and I turned red. So, Hank, I'm not one to pry or spread talk, but I am wondering. Daniel said you were a great find for us. Want to tell me more? She sat close, one leg over the other, the top leg moving a bit as she talked. She was still smiling, and it was a smile that could make anyone spill their secrets. I'm not sure what to say, Robin. I was on a break, which ended suddenly, and, well, I needed to find a new place fast. I saw this job while I was waiting for my plane back home, so I put in for it. I'm right for it. I know, Hank. Your past work is really something. Oh, thanks. Like I said, moving was my plan no matter what, so I asked for this change. I told Mr. Cranch why I needed a new start, and now I'm here. It's all a bit of a shock how quickly it happened. I really didn't think it would go down like this. I thought I'd have to quit my job when I walked into his office. Yeah? You had to move that bad? I just sort of shrugged. Yeah, I ended up in New Mexico. I didn't really care where, just not where I was before. Robin looked into my eyes, trying to figure me out. Divorce? She guessed. Yeah, I'll start that process here as soon as I can. She looked a bit confused, but I explained anyway. It's all because of a fifth-year trip to Jamaica that blew up. My wife told me right after we got there that she wanted to be with other men the whole 2 weeks. I had no choice in it. So, yeah, our trip ended real quick for me, on the very first day. It took me forever to leave Jamaica compared to the short time I was supposed to be on vacation. I asked for a job transfer to here while I was waiting for my flight home. Robin's mouth dropped open. She did that? The hot wife thing? Yeah. She had another guy in our room less than 2 hours after I walked out. She thought I'd come back and told me to sleep in the hotel lobby because she was keeping the guy for the night. Wow. You had no clue? None. It was a total shock. Getting a divorce where I used to live is super costly and a huge hassle, no matter why you want it. Plus, it can get dragged out forever. Not here, though. That's true. I've been through it myself, she said. Oh, I'm sorry. Robin just waved it off. It was 2 years back. I'm over it. Do you think your wife will come after you here? I laughed. I don't know, but if she does, she's in for a big surprise. I felt at ease enough with Robin to spill the beans on everything that happened after I went back to my old apartment. I'm not one to keep secrets. Robin couldn't help but laugh a lot. Her name's Sandra. Bring her over next week. I've got to meet her, Robin said with a big smile. Your wife, she's still back in Jamaica? Yeah, she's flying back Saturday. Told me to get her from the airport. I wish she waits there for ages before she figures out I'm not coming. Robin laughed out loud. You seem like a fun guy, Hank. Never heard a tale like yours. So, need any help settling in? I smiled. Nah, I'm good. What's the dress code here? Noticed it's pretty laid back. Yep, we keep it casual. Wear what you like. Something you're used to. You'll get the hang of it. About next week. Want to work half days? From 8 till noon? Or 1 till 5, if that's better? 8 to 12's good. I'm picking Sandra up in Albuquerque tomorrow. Her plane lands at 2:30. Know a good spot to take her for dinner? Sure do. Aita's. They've got dance, too. I'll book you in and send over the address. How's 7 sound? Thanks. 7's perfect. Should have her all settled by then. You'll be fine. Dress at Aita's isn't fancy, but wear a jacket and tie. Sandra should wear a dress or anything she has. It's a chill place. They don't rush you out. We sometimes take our clients there. Nice. Thanks a bunch. Okay, I gotta get going. All good? Sure thing. Maybe grab some flowers for Sandra, though seeing you might be all she wants, Robin said, chuckling. That made me go red. She, said something like that. Robin chuckled again. I bet she did. Thanks for dropping by. See you Monday. Really glad you're here, Hank. We got up and left the office. Thanks. I'm really glad to be here. See you Monday, Robin. Have a good weekend, I said. The rest of the day dragged on. I couldn't stop thinking about Sandra coming tomorrow. I did drive down to the Albuquerque airport. It was an easy drive, a bit over an hour. I found the southwest area and parked nearby, then drove around Albuquerque to see the sights. On my way back to Santa Fe, I thought a lot about my time with Carrie and why we got together. In the end, I figured Carrie picked me because I could give her the best life compared to others she might have been with. It wasn't about love for her, I guessed. Not really. I didn't mind our marriage. It was good, even great at times, but something was missing. Like her telling me she loved me. She might have in a way, but never said it. Maybe Carrie didn't know how to say she loved someone. Maybe for her, love meant saying I was hers, like owning something. Anyway, Sandra raised the bar for me. I wouldn't go back to how things were with Carrie. After less than a week with Sandra, I knew. What I had with Carrie didn't feel real. Tomorrow is a new start for me. That night, I talked to Sandra again. We were both super excited and thought we wouldn't sleep much. I shared what I did that day and talked about our plans for tomorrow night. So she told me about how her bags were all set at the front door. She talked about her last chat with Sam, who seemed okay with Sandra leaving. Though he did wish her the best, and he said he'd make sure all her stuff and her car got shipped okay. I didn't know Sam, but I found it pretty wild that he was cool with his wife heading off with another guy. That kind of thinking is just strange to me. I ended up having 2 drinks that night, just watching the sun go down and the lights of Santa Fe light up. It's a sight I could look at forever. And because I'm not the sharpest, I unblocked Carrie only to find a bunch more texts waiting. She was pretty much telling me I better be at the airport Saturday to pick her up. No sorry for the mess she made, nothing. So I blocked her again, then hit the hay. Next morning, I woke up too early. So I went out to grab breakfast, then hit the shops for more food. I even picked up lots of flowers for the condo. Then, soon it was noon. I grabbed some food from a truck, then drove off to Albuquerque. Sandra rang me while I was driving, said she was at the airport, real keen to get here. I laughed and said I was on my way to meet her. We talked till her plane was ready to board. Her plane landed right at 2:30 and pulled up to the gate 10 minutes after. I could see it arrive, but had to wait with everyone else outside the secured area. But then I saw her. She had on jeans and a blouse, looking all around till she spotted me waving. Her smile just lit up the place, and she made her way over as fast as she could. Then she was in my arms. I can't remember a time I felt happier. Our kiss made quite the scene. Quite a few folks stopped to cheer and clap. It was a bit embarrassing, but really awesome. It took us another half hour to reach baggage claim and get our bags. I had already grabbed a cart and loaded up everything as soon as it appeared. The drive home is a blur. All I remember is staying close to Sandra. Once we got to the condo, I told the desk she'd be living with me. They put her in the system and gave her a key card with a big smile. Sandra was happy. She'd been worried the folks at the building might judge her. But that didn't happen at all. The same 2 young ones helped with her bags upstairs. Inside, she was over the moon. She explored every corner, but made a beeline for the bedroom. We had lost time to catch up on. The meal at Aita's was amazing, but it paled next to the time spent in bed with Sandra afterward. That Saturday night, Sandra got a call she wasn't expecting. She answered without looking. Hello? It's me, Sandra. Hank has blocked my call. I tried you earlier for a ride from the airport. You didn't pick up. Carrie? Why call me for a ride? Didn't I say I was moving states? Yes, you said. An offer you couldn't say no to, right? That's what you said. Well, I called Sam. He was nice enough to get me. He told me about your offer, Sandra. How could you do that? Weren't we friends? Sandra put her phone on loudspeaker and set it down. Friends, Carrie. Maybe once, but you didn't act like it. So, let me ask you this. How could you hurt Hank like that on your trip? Could you be more mean? You picked your vacation to go and cheat. How could you do that to him? That's not for you to worry about, Sandra. You made it my worry, Carrie. You made it my worry when you told me to sleep with Hank, so you could play games when you got back from Jamaica. You didn't tell me, Carrie. Why did you do it? I wanted to. That's it. And that's my answer to you, Carrie. I saw someone I really cared about. I found him drunk and very hurt because his most loved person treated him bad and left him. I saw the man I always wanted, and since you didn't want him, I took him for me. I will always see him as mine. But unlike you, I will give him love and care. He deserves that. Come on, are you a kid now? Do you hear yourself? You sound silly. Maybe, Carrie. But he's my man now. I am his woman now. Sam told you all, did he? Yes, he did. It won't work, you know. I can still fight for him in court no matter where he is. Hank is mine, Sandra. He loves me and only me. He will always love me and only me. Am I on speaker? Is he hearing this? Sandra looked at me and I made a face at her. She gave a sly smile back. He was listening. He's in the next room. What's he doing in there? Packing to come back? No, Carrie. He's laughing. What? Yes, he's laughing at you. What else did you expect after the silly things you said? Get it in your head, Carrie. He's done with you. Done with your silly acts, your dumb texts, and your silly belief that he would ever want a lying, cheating wife. By the way, when's the last time you said you loved him? Why is it your business and calling me names? Really? Yes, really, I've told Hank all about my past. We also talked about what we hope for in the future. Guess what? We want the same things. Oh, please. Now you sound silly. Maybe, Carrie. But I don't care about your opinion anymore. Not Hank, and not me. Are we done here? I've got something for you to think about instead of bugging Hank. Just let the divorce happen. You can't stop it, but you can save yourself some trouble and money. Go and marry Sam. He doesn't mind who you're with. He actually likes the idea of open marriages and will want you to explore. Think about it. Sam has money too. It's good for you, Carrie. Think it over. I don't look at Sam that way. So what? You don't have to stick to just him. Find someone you do like and be happy. Huh. Maybe that's not a bad idea. But what if I want Hank? That's never going to happen, Carrie. You will never get Hank back. He decided that, and I agree. Why not? Because of what you did to him, how and when you did it. I could never say yes to you. Hank wouldn't want you back, Carrie. You just don't get how much you hurt him, do you? You didn't think about it, did you? Stop talking like a kid, Sandra. That's what those friends of yours have got you thinking for the last 4 months. Listen, Carrie, it doesn't matter if you ever loved Hank. It's clear you don't love him now. You can't even remember the last time you said it because he can't either. The love was all from his side. That's over. I wouldn't be with him if I wasn't sure, but here I am. He's yours, Carrie. You should thank the stars for every moment with him for all your days. You're the past to him, a bad dream. Let him go, then go be with Sam. Sam wants me to go to a party with him. Sandra grinned. That's good, I didn't want to go. You know it's a special kind of party, right? Yes, he told me. Will you go? I'm not sure yet. I wanted to check with Hank first. No need for that, Carrie. Hank won't talk to you. Go enjoy the party. It's perfect for you. Sam will be so happy. The more men you're with there, the happier he gets. He wants to watch. Go. Have a blast. Live your wild wife life with Sam. He'll love it. I'm not sure. I don't want to lose Hank. But you never said you loved him, Carrie. Be real. You don't. Never did. For you, Hank's just someone who's always there for you, right? Yeah, maybe. Maybe I never loved him the way he loves me, but I love that he's always there. Did you ever step out on Hank before the Jamaica trip? Why ask that? Okay. Yeah, a few times. Maybe 12 in the last 5 years. More, maybe. Why does it matter? It doesn't to you, but it does to him. It always did, Carrie. Let him be. Focus on Sam. You two are a real match. You can be with anyone, anytime, and Sam won't mind. He wants you to. Think, Carrie. That's what you want. Hank won't give you that. Let Hank go. Focus on Sam. Damn, Sandra, you're making my head spin. Stop. Why should I? I'm saying what you need to hear. Hank isn't for you, Carrie. Sam is. But you've got to fight for him. He has other girls. You can win, but you need to try. Fight for him, Carrie. Forget Hank. Fight for Sam. I'm lost, Sandra. I'm saying be happy, Carrie. Hank isn't your joy. It's never been him. It's Sam who'll make you smile. Sam's got what you dream of. Hank doesn't. Hank tried his best, gave his all, but it wasn't what you needed. It couldn't be. But Sam, he's got more. And here's the thing about Sam. He likes when you lead. You're at my old place, right? Yeah, I am. No shock to me, Carrie. Sam wants to know about your trip. All about it. Talk about the guys you met. Leave nothing out. But say it like you called the shots. They did what you wanted. Sam will like that a lot. You were the boss. Got it. Yes, I can do that. You picked those men, Carrie. Tell Sam the reasons, in depth. He loves that. Share with him and make him yours. Tonight. Okay, yeah, sure. Now I get it. You're right. Hank, I'll miss him, but Sam, he's what I need. And he's rich. I'll be secure, comfy even. And I can have side flings. Yes, it's Sam, not Hank. I'm not into Sam that way, but I could be. Oh, wow, Sandra, he's perfect for me. I can win him over, but Hank? Will Hank hate me? I don't want that. He's tried so hard for so long. Damn. Sandra, please take care of Hank. He was amazing in Jamaica. Strong, proud, brave, sure. Look out for him. Do right by him. He's worth more than I can offer. Please, Sandra, treat him well. Love him. Sandra cried, and I was shocked by how the talk changed. Don't doubt my love for Hank, Carrie. He's the only man for me. He's my dream guy. I'll love him always and beyond. I want to have his kids, Carrie. Lots of them, as many as he wishes, and I won't mind because my love for him is that big. Is Sam there with you? Both of you hear this first. I think I'm having Hank's baby. We're going to leave you and Sam. Hank and I, we're starting our own family. You guys can be the godparents if Hank says yes, but I belong to him. I'll be his wife, his kid's mom for all my days. I'll stick by him. I love this man so deeply. Oh my goodness, really? Sam's here listening now too. You're having a baby? With Hank? Wow, that's wild, Sandra. All right, he can leave me. I won't stop him. You're really pregnant? How do you know already? Yes, but I just know. I felt it that Thursday night, right when it happened. My whole body knew, the first time. Hank is my one love. That Thursday? But you said you guys didn't, that night? I never said that, Carrie. Check your texts again. I didn't say we did because I didn't want you knowing. You didn't deserve to. But what about everything else? Your messages really hurt me. Too bad, Carrie. You didn't deserve what you took from Hank. He became my man that Thursday. I wanted it to be so, Carrie. I planned to be there for him, to ease his hurt and then make him mine. For life, if I could. And Carrie, every day I'll show him my love. I don't know what to say, Sandra. You lied to me. No, I didn't. Everything I told you was true, in a way. Carrie and Hank saw all I sent you. Every word. I'm honest with Hank. Everything. But you told my pals. Screw them, Carrie. I never hid how much I didn't like them. I had no ties to them. They pushed you to hurt my guy, Carrie. You did it, but they egged you on. They're nothing to me, never will be. Okay, I hear you. I guess I can't whine, right? I mean, I wasn't true to Hank to begin with. What happened in Jamaica was just more of the same, but everyone saw it. So it's all good now, right? You two gonna tie the knot? Is that the plan? Yes, said Sandra. Well, okay then. I won't kick up a stink about splitting up. How about you, Sam? You cool with their plans? Sam's voice came from afar, rough and scratchy. It's all good. Sandra and I talked. I'm glad she found someone for life. It's cool. Really. I won't fuss over splitting up. Life's too short for all that. My way of thinking is, let's love and be happy. I laughed at that, and Carrie caught it. Hank, are you there? I frowned, and Sandra beamed. He is, Carrie, but like I said, he doesn't want to talk. He can hear you, so say whatever if you need to. I'm not sure. Hank? Did you like any photos I sent? Did they do anything for you? Sandra chuckled as I frowned. Really? That's all she got? His reply to both would be a big fat no. All he said about the couple he saw was bad picture quality, and he felt nothing seeing you in them. He was over you by then, Carrie. Oh, well, guess that's that then. I mean, I was likely going to leave him anyway. Maybe. I was torn about it. I think I still wanted him around, but I want to do my thing, and he wouldn't have liked that much. So, Looks like you two are doing good, huh? Can we be pals, maybe? I'm not mad. I just shook my head at her wild thoughts. Sandra got what I meant. You could, Carrie. No pinky swear, but maybe stop being mean to him. Drop all that wild talk you've been giving him. He's not into that stuff. I can do that. Yes, still mad he left me, though. Move on, Carrie. You asked for it with how you acted. It was all on you, so no use crying over it now. Like you said, it's done. Let it go. For good, if you want to be friends with us. I back him up always. Want our friendship? Cut the nonsense and treat Hank right. All right. Yes, you're right. I was mean to him. No more. Man, Sandra, you're the one who always knows what to say. Who will I listen to now? Not those folks at work, Carrie. Forget them. Talk to Sam. He's kind, smart. He won't lead you wrong, right, Sam? No way. Carrie's got to learn if she wants to stick around, so yes, I'll help her. It's up to her if she listens or not. But I hope she does. You got that, Carrie? Listen and learn from me, not from those friends of yours. Me. Do that, and maybe you and I can look forward to something good. Oh, wow, said Carrie. For real? When do we start? Now, get ready, woman. Carrie laughed and said bye. I frowned while Sandra laughed. I just can't get why they think that way, Sandra. She came and sat with me. You don't have to get it, love. All we need is us. That's what counts. Are you really going to have a baby or just kidding? She smiled, holding me close. I think I'm going to have a baby, Hank. It'll take a few weeks to know for sure, but I think so. Is that cool with you? I just had to smile, full of joy. Totally cool. And if it turns out you're not, we'll just have to try really hard to make it happen, right? So that's what happened. Sandra and I got our own places and ended our old marriages. Both went smooth. Sandra and I got married right after our divorces were done. Sam and Carrie came to the wedding, and get this, Sam was my best man and Carrie was Sandra's maid of honor. Funny how things work out. For our honeymoon, yeah, we went to Jamaica. Sam covered it as a wedding gift. It was the trip we always wanted. Turns out Sandra was right. She was expecting. Twins, actually. Twin girls, Sabrina and Selena. Then the next year, twin boys, Robert and Thomas. Sandra knew right away each time she was pregnant. She's amazing. We talked it over and I decided to get a vasectomy. 4 kids were plenty for us. Being parents was great for us and the kids. I mean, those kids were going to be the most loved kids ever. Sam and Carrie got hitched and man, they were happy. They were really into each other and everything was great in their world. They were the kids' godparents. Odd, but it fit. You'd think our kids were theirs the way they spoiled them. Sandra and I did great at work too. She got promoted twice before even having the first set of twins. I got a new job made just for me by Mr. Cranch. It was a big deal job and I reported right to him. He helped us buy the condo from the company and we took it. It was just too right for us to pass up. One more strange thing. When Sandra and Robin first met, it was like sparks flying everywhere. They knew each other well. It turns out Robin and her ex had been into swapping partners, which is how Robin and Sandra knew each other. They had a lot of fun together at some parties. Imagine that. From then on, Robin was always around us. At some point, the 2 women decided that Robin could have some fun with me during our business trips. I didn't know about this until later. That's a story for another time. 2 years after being hit with the idea of a hot wife, my life was great. It was going to stay that way too. So, to the person who thought of that hot wife idea, take that. Hey listeners, if you enjoyed watching this video and want to stay updated with our latest content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss out on what's coming next. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video with Queen Cheating Tales.